Hey YouTube, this is Dirty OM. I'm a little late by 2 days, but I wanted to do my 3-month interlock update. And also, it's a Christmas time special, so I'm going to show you some of the gifts I got. Yeah. And just talk about my hair a little bit. So, number one, I did my hair last month before I should have, but I'm sorry, you guys, I can't help it. I waited a little bit over a month, but it wasn't like a month and a half like I had hoped. It's okay though, because a month has passed and I'm not even thinking about doing it again because it still took just as long with the latch hook tool. Um, I wish I had remembered to bring the latch hook, but I didn't. But I did use an actual crochet like latch hook metal thing, and those things I can't do it. They're like I can't find one that's the bigger they are. I'm like they're not going to fit through my locks when I get closer to the scalp. One, two, the bigger they are, they bend weirdly, so they don't really, they literally just slant, and it's a weird thing to actually get my hair in it. So I also got a tiny one, but the tiny one's a little too small. But it's really small, you guys. But surprisingly, it worked better than the bigger one. So I was kind of like, oh, this isn't really working out for me right now. But hey, I have crochet needles if somebody wants some. So luckily my sister was like, I got you a gift, some stuff you've been needing. And I was like, you didn't give me a latch hook thing, did you? And she was like, damn it. But then she showed me the one that she got, and I was like, oh no, definitely order that because that's what I want. Because at Walmart, they don't have anything like this. So she got me this, and this is exactly what I wanted. It has a little, the little hook to go back and forth. And I'm once again excited to use this, but at the same time, I know it's still going to take me a long time. Some people say latch hooking takes them a shorter time. I guess I'm just not used to it or something. I don't know, but it takes me longer. Maybe with this, it'll finally be short. But it's a lot more efficient than palm rolling, but I feel like it's not easier. But at the same time, palm rolling, some people do that every 2 weeks. I personally did not do that every 2 weeks, maybe every 3, and not even that often. But at the same time, I was rolling it without really. Well, I knew that I was, but I kind of didn't because I would style it so much then. Like with latching, I really have just let my hair hang loose. I look like a little boy. Not really right now, but I did a little while ago. But it's letting my roots. If anything, if I can't wait for, that much longer than a month to latch hook, at least when I actually have it latch hook freshly, I don't do that much with it so that my roots can relax and they're not constantly being bothered. I don't know what that was. You might have seen that little fuzz. So this is one of my Christmas gifts from my sister. Another thing was a new phone. This lovely new phone. And I hate that phone so much. So I've gotten this phone instead. Don't worry, you guys, I'm not selfish. I'm not just going around buying everything. Got this one. Well, I got another one that was exactly this phone, but different because it's not the same phone, but it's exactly this phone. And it started messing up. So returned it, got this one. This one's doing the exact same thing. So I went online, got this one, and guess what? I just read this bonus Bluetooth headset. Oh yeah, that's mine. I'm so excited. I was like, because it says $29.99 value, and I was like, wait a second, I pay extra $30 for this shit? And then I looked and was like, oh. So I'm not going to use this as a prepaid phone. So if anybody wants a prepaid SIM card for free, hit me up, y'all. Not really, because I guess I could mail it to you. I could, if you want me to, put it in a little letter. Put a sheet around it so nobody knows what's really in there. I got you. And, if anybody steals it, sorry you didn't get it for free, but it's not like, what are they going to do with SIM card? It's prepaid so they can activate it, but they're going to have to pay to use it. Like, it's not connected to anybody except for either of our addresses. So, seriously, if you want that, I will mail it to you. I'm not going to use it. In fact, I have 2. So, if 2 people want them, just let me know. I don't think people just buy stuff like that, but you might be surprised. So that was some of my Christmas stuff. Other stuff for clothing and ooh, new boots, y'all. I got some Timbs. You know how much I paid for these? Less than $20. My boyfriend actually had to return a jacket to the Timberland store. But he ended up getting different stuff because I think he couldn't find the jacket or he couldn't find the right price. So when he got the other stuff, it ended up that he still had $9 left over. And of course, he loves me, so he put it towards my shoes. So I only had to pay like 19 something for those boots. And they're good shape. They're real Timberlands, like, and they're really cute too, I think. And it's funny because they had some brown ones that were just completely brown. Like the sole was brown, the laces were brown, all the threading and everything was brown, and I didn't think they looked as good as these, but they were 100, these were 90. Then it was 70% off. If you live in North Carolina, Smithfield Outlets, Timberland store, every time I've been there, they've had like 70% off. The last time I went, I got boots that were 120 for like $32 or something. And they're really good boots. I mean, they're Timberland. So I can't stop wearing these Timbs. I'm obsessed with them. Haven't had Timbs actually fit me before ever in my life. So I'm happy about that. Yeah, okay, to my hair. My hair's doing well. Like I said, it's been a month since I redid it. Oh, sorry about my sister's situation. I was so tired. I didn't want to do her hair. And then she was like, what the fuck? I'll do it myself. And I was just like, okay. So she did it. And then the other time she was like, will you do my hair? But then she didn't want me to flat twist it. She didn't want me to palm roll. She just wanted me to flat twist it. So there was no palm rolling that I could show you guys. I'm sorry. But I promise you, trust me, she'll ask me some other time or I'll offer some other time. I'm going to get that video. It'll probably take less than a year, but eventually. Just be patient. So anyways, my hair, it's been a month. You can still see my roots. Look at these ugly ass parts, you guys. Jesus. Anyways, you can still see my roots and whatnot. My hair is, I wish I could show you better, but when you latch hook it, this isn't a good example. Some of the locks, they're a lot fatter at the bottom. Like, if you can see this one, and it's a lot fatter as it goes down. That's one thing that latch hooking does. It makes it thinner, when you get closer to the scalp. Because I guess it's just when you pull it through it, it tightens up the lock so that it just gets thin. So if you have really, really thin ones, I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe you can do that. But if you have really, really fat ones and you want them a little bit skinnier, maybe you should start latch hooking, and then you'll see it get thin, and then it'll get to the point where you cut off. It might look kind of weird, actually, depending on how far you've gotten into it. But if you've gotten in the locks that far, then you probably don't even need me to tell you to do this because you probably know some stuff about it. But if you feel like your locks are too thick and you want something that's more stable than palm rolling, then latch hooking is the thing to do. I'm still happy with it. I'm not going to switch back. One, because that's not good for my hair, and two, because I don't have a reason to switch back. I like it. The one thing that I will do is, or I will say is, when you're latch hooking it, make sure you know what direction you want to end in, because when you put that last loop through and you lay it back, like when I get up here, I end up getting tired and I'm like, so I started doing this thing where I put the last one through that way. So my east, north, south, west, instead of going like east, I can't talk. Wait, what is it? East, north, southwest, and all that crap. I go like I'm doing it like in this direction, instead of doing it like boom, boom, boom. I start doing it like that. I guess that makes more sense the way I just did that, hopefully. And now I have like this perfect part down the middle, which I kind of really hate. But I mean, it's obviously not perfect part, but I don't like that. I always used to, flip one side to side, but now that's like really hard for me to keep my hair like that. You see? Look at that. So just make sure you do that right. But then again, if you really like the look where, you put these down and put these back, latch hooking is something where, like, no matter what you do, it's always going to go back to the way that you did it, where palm rolling, it sometimes stays the same, but especially like that, like they're gonna fall back like down. But this thing will actually have it where that it'll actually do like that, and that's the one thing that I want to start doing. I want to make sure that I'm latch hooking it back, and I don't want it to be like, I don't know, I don't want it to be like this, like that all the time, I guess, but definitely in the middle part, because I know one time when I palm rolled it, I was able to get like the middle back and then these sides down. I think it looked nice. And then like the next day it was back to me just being like that. So yeah, but that's all I got to say. Sorry, my hair's going crazy right now. I'm trying to not look like a psychopath when I'm giving this video. Okay, so anyways, thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Oh, happy late New Year and happy Merry Christmas. I mean, Merry late